Well, hi everybody, I'm Kevin Christopherson. I'm the president of the Trail Alliance of Southern Utah, and we had an amazing year last year. I thought it might be good to do a recap, one of those end of the year kind of things, and we're a little late to the game. Most of us have already broken our New Year's resolution, but here goes. Yeah, I guess to start, maybe I'll give a quick summary of the year. I mean, this is the golden year of mountain biking in Southern Utah, the golden age, I should say. We got several projects done or in the process, so I want to kind of go through that and then thank the people involved. But you don't get as much done as we were able to get last year without a lot of community support and a lot of partners. So I guess I'll start with the Revenant Trailhead. That's a really popular trail, and that's one that we've been working on since 2016. So it felt good to get that done, or at least phase 1 and 2 done of the Revenant Trails. And a lot of you know we call it Revenant, which is an old term that means something that you thought was dead and it came back to life. And that's kind of how we settled on that name. The trail kind of went away in 2016, and we were able to bring it back, get some new funding, and get some new people involved. Currently, we have about 15 miles of trail there, and there's some options to add to that, both sort of hand-built stuff, and if we get some more funding from other sources, then we can add some miles and some more of the downhill stuff as well. I can't say enough about the BLM. The BLM was so good to work with. You know, Jason and Bob and Kyle, we couldn't have done it without them, you know, and their support. Of course, they have the final say on all that stuff. So thanks to those guys for making this happen. And then the community, we couldn't have done it without the community support. One of the reasons the BLM supports it, and same with the grant money we got from the state. But whenever I say we and the accomplishments we made, I'm talking about all of us. It's the whole community. It wasn't just TASU. It wasn't just our board. It was all of us. And so, so thanks for that and everything that I'm about to talk about. So while I'm there, we need to thank the Utah Office of Outdoor Recreation. What a great program that is. They put millions of dollars into that all around the state, and Utah continues to be kind of a leader of trails in general and mountain biking specifically. And a lot of it is due to that money's available for projects like the Revenant and like Pine Valley, which I'll talk about in a minute. So thanks to those guys for that. So moving forward, let's talk about the Pine Valley Cliff Rose Trail Network. That was put on hold as well, but we already used the Revenant name. So it was put on hold for a year, but we got a new district ranger in, Joe, and there again, Joe was really good to work with. I was able to go talk to him and convince him to restart that project, and his staff has done a great job. We've just kind of let them take that over now. They took the original plans we had and worked with that and enhanced them in some ways. And so we have about 20 miles of trail built there as well, which is pretty amazing that we got, you think about 40-ish miles of trail built in 1 year, machine built, you know, professionally built trails. That's never happened in this county before. We have brought in professional contractors. There was a time this summer when we had 5 different professional contractors building trails for us, machine built trails, and that's kind of amazing. Besides the BLM, I'd be remiss if I didn't give kudos to Washington County. They kicked in a huge amount of money, which really helped kickstart that project. We have 46 miles approved there through the environmental assessment and all the work we did getting that trail going. And so it's not even half built if we can get funding going forward. And that's going to depend again on the county and office or Department of Outdoor Recreation. But beyond that, there's still a lot of good things that we've been working on that are going to happen this year. One thing that's been lacking, all of us know that around here for trails, is developed trailheads with restrooms. And so we put a big emphasis on that. The Revenant is going to get a trail network, a trailhead there, and it's going to be about 25% bigger than the current parking area, and it's going to have a restroom and kiosks and the usual thing. In fact, the BLM's they're kind of going the extra mile. It's going to be kind of a clever trailhead with a sort of a Western theme, which will be kind of fun for people. And then Pine Valley is getting a huge trailhead as well. And both of those are funded. Those should happen this year. They're funded. They're just kind of waiting for the final engineering and that kind of thing. The Pine Valley stuff, We'll have a large trailhead there with restrooms. We also got the funding for Wire Mesa, so we're going to expand that trailhead and put in a restroom there, which is desperately needed. And there again, we're just kind of waiting for the final engineering and approval on that. That is funded as well. And a trailhead and parking area at Guacamole, which has been neglected for years. That gets so much use, and that's going to be a really nice addition there. So yeah, kudos to everybody who bought a t-shirt or donated money or volunteered, and all the partners that joined with us to make this happen. It's been a really amazing year. I get a lot of questions about how to help, and I always tell people, people come up with great ideas, and I always say all it takes is money, which is the way the world runs, it turns out. But I'm not really asking for a lot of money. Like I said, we've been really successful there, and people want to get involved volunteering. And we do have a bunch of maintenance and volunteer work that needs to happen. We've been waiting for soil moisture. It's hard to do really good trail work when it's as dry as it is, and we haven't had rain in 6 months. So that's got to change one of these days. So yeah, stay tuned. Go to our social media or check our website, and we'll try to get some trail days going. And then as far as our organization, Trail Alliance of Southern Utah, we have a board. Board of directors, and many of those people are cycling off. If people have an interest in participating there, now's an opportunity to do that. But we also have what I call the team, which in many ways is as important as the board, where these are just volunteers who use their talents to help us, like designing logos, with the website and outreach programs, volunteer programs. So anybody who wants to get involved, we'd love to have you. We're an all-volunteer organization. Every dime we raise goes towards trails, and so we're counting on volunteers to pick up the slack and help us there. So it's been an epic year, and there are, again, just so many partners. I mean, you just can't do this in a vacuum. We've just had from the county to the state to the federal agencies to the community. It's been an amazing year, and just thanks to everybody that made that happen.